Okay, hi friends, welcome to Eng-lane English classroom. Today I am there with you with a grammar item, that is degrees of comparison. Yes, this is a very important item. It appears frequently in all the competitive exams, and it is there. Some part is there in 10th standard. So listen carefully. Shall we start with the game? Please look at the picture and write as many sentences as you can. You may take half a minute. Okay, write it. Right. How many sentences have you written? Some of you might have 6, 7 or 10 or up to 15. Children usually do like that. Now, certainly there may be some of these sentences among the sentences or among those you have written. Okay? I think there are some of these sentences among the list or in the list that you have written. Ready? The blue line is long, the black line is long, the blue line is thick, the yellow line is short, the green line is short, the black line is longer than the blue line line is thicker than the red line, the black line is the longest of all, the yellow line is the shortest of all, the yellow line is shorter than the green line, the blue line is the thickest of all. Dears, let us revisit these words in italic font. Long, thick, short, longer, thicker, shorter, longest, thickest and shortest. They were there italic font. Now see, we can see that there are the different forms of different words, that is long, long, longer, longest, and thick, thicker, thickest, and then short, shorter and shortest. Okay dears? Now, what are these words really? What do these words do in the sentences or in those sentences or in the sentence? You know, they are adjectives. They qualify nouns. Then, why do they take different forms? Let us see one example. The blue line is long. The black line is longer than the blue line. The black line is the longest of all. See, listen. Here you can see a comparison between black line and blue line. Here all the lines are compared. There is no comparison. So we can learn that adjective long changes in form to long, longer and longest to show comparison. Right? Then so far we have seen three forms of same adjectives. That is long, longer, longest, thick, thicker, thickest, and short, shorter, shortest. Adjectives changes form. Adjectives change in form just as long, longer, and longest to show comparison. They are called degrees of comparison. And what is degrees of comparison? The adjectives change in forms to show comparison. Those forms are called degrees of comparison. Okay, right, shall we move on? As you have seen, there are three degrees of comparison. Let us consider them one by one. Now consider these sentences. The blue line is long, the black line is long, the blue line is thick, the yellow line is short, the green line is short. See, they are used to show simple quality of nouns. Blue line is long, that means it shows the length of blue line, but nothing else, right? Just like a thickness of a blue line, and the yellow line is short. All this shows simple quality of nouns. and moreover they are in symbol forms. The first form, long, thick, short, and the first form or primary or the basic forms. Here no comparison is made. Such situation is that is the first case. Then we call them, they are in the positive degree, right? The positive degree of an adjective is in its symbol form. Got it? Yes. And it is used to show symbol quality of nouns. Got it? Right? That means the basic form or the symbol form is called, when they are in symbol form, they are called to be in the positive degree. Okay? Now, example, see, Birbal was wise. Just telling about the wisdom of Birbal and the greatness of Akbar. Akbar was great and Alex is tall. I think there is no doubt. Now, second sentence you see, second type. What about these sentences? The black line is longer than the blue line. The blue line is thicker than the red line. The yellow line is shorter than the green line. See, here black line and blue line are compared on basis of length. The red line and blue line, they were compared or they are compared on the basis of thickness. Here also on the basis of length, two lines are compared. Okay, right? Now, what difference do you see here? We have mentioned that one. They are used to show the comparison between two nouns. Here black line and blue line, here blue line and red line, and here yellow line and green line. Okay, this is the second type of degree of comparison, that is the comparative degree. Comparative degree means when a comparative degree, when do we say an adjective is in its comparative degree? The comparative degree of an adjective denotes a higher degree of quality than the positive. Positive, that shows symbol quality, but the comparative degree denotes a higher degree of quality than the positive, and it is used to show the comparison between two nouns. That's very important. Two nouns, higher degree and two nouns, right? See the examples. Birbal was wiser than Balu. See, Balu, here Birbal and Balu are compared, right? Right? And Akbar was greater than his father. Here Akbar and his father are compared. And here Alex is taller than Lalu. Lalu and Alex are compared. Got it? Yes? Now, here you have to note this one. After comparative degree, when the adjective is in comparative degree, we use than after, right? Here is than, here is than, here is but. The words like junior and senior, inferior, superior, and anterior, and just like a posterior, and one more elder, such like words we use to after them, right? You have to note that, is very important. Okay, right. Now the third type, study these sentences. The black line is the longest of all. The yellow line is the shortest of all. The blue line is the thickest of all. See, we consider all the lines and we mention the extreme of that quality. Let us see it. What differences do you see here? They are used to show the comparison of one noun with all others in that group, right? Okay. Now that is the third type, superlative degree. The superlative degree. The superlative degree of an adjective denotes the highest degree of quality. See, again, positive symbol, but comparative higher, and it compares. There is a comparison between two things, and here this is the highest, that shows more than two things. That is very important, right? It is to show the comparison of one noun with all others in that group. That is superlative degree, right? See the example. Birbal was the wisest minister in the court. He was the wisest minister. We consider all the ministers in that court. Among them, Birbal was the wisest. And Akbar, there were many kings and emperors, and Akbar was the greatest. Alex is tallest boy in the class. There are many boys in the class. Among them, Alex is the tallest. I think it is very clear and simple, right? You note this before superlative degree. The superlative degree, there will be the indefinite article the. It is very important, right? Okay, now let's try to compare some nouns. Please see the pictures, right? What is this? Bus, a car and a scooter. What can be the words or adjectives that can be used to compare them? We can use many, but here you can consider big and small. Okay, can you write some of them? I'll give you something, because since this is the first time, I'll give you some hints. The bus is, you can use a positive degree, and scooter, you may write it first. Take some time and write it first. You may use these words: big, bigger, biggest; small, smaller; smallest. Okay, I think you have done it. The bus is, what can we put here? You know, this is big, that is why big. The scooter is, you know, that is small, right? Since there is no than and the, we can put only the positives. And here you see than is there, then it is sure that you have to put comparative degree. And which one is suitable here? A car is dash than, that is big, so the car is bigger than a scooter. So listen carefully and write it along with me. The car is dash than the bus. Comparative must be there, and you know car is small, bus smaller than a bus, and a bus is dash than a car. Bus big, it is big, so since there is than, comparative degree should be used, bigger than. And scooter is then dash than a bus. Scooter is small, you know, that's why smaller than a bus. The bus is dash of all, the is the, so bus is the big, the bus is big, so the bus is the biggest of all. The scooter is the dash of all, the smallest of all. I think you got a clear idea about this, and I think your answers are correct, right? Now see this one. It's an aeroplane, it's a train, and it's a car. Please compare them using the word fast. Is faster, fastest, yeah, right? Write it yourself. All are fast. Which are faster and which is the fastest? Done it. Yeah, see the answers. Car is fast, a train is fast, and an aeroplane is fast. But a train is faster than a car, and an aeroplane is faster than a train. Okay, the aeroplane is the fastest of all. You got the idea is how to use it. You have got it. Now, dears, we are going to form different degrees of comparison from its positive form, basic form, right? So, it is very important. We form comparative and superlative by adding R or R and st or est to the positive or smaller adjective. That means if there is only one or there are two syllables, we can simply put R after positive or er after positive, then we will get comparative degree. And to get superlative degree, we can put st or est. I will give you give examples and explain where can we put R only and where we have to put er. Just like, okay, let us see. Fine. See, here the last letter is E, ends in E, right? Then we have to put only R, finer, finest. What it is? If the word is small and it ends with E, you simply put R to form comparative degree and st to form superlative degree. Very clear? Right, just like that. Just the cases with white, whiter, whitest. Now here, see, no E is there. So you have to write ER and EST, right? Small, smaller, smallest. Bold, bolder, boldest. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. I think it is clear. But here you see happy. Y is there in the end. So Y should be changed. Happier, IER, and happiest. Merry, merrier, merriest. Got it? And now you see this one, red. Here there is a change. D is doubled. That is, when a short word ends in single consonant. Consonants, the letters other than vowels. Vowels. Which are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. Consonants other than A, I, O, U. All others are consonants. Consonants means Vyanjana. Vowels means Swaraksha. And if it is after it occurs after a short vowel, see here red, not red, the big, big, then naturally this last letter will be doubled, redder, reddest, and big, bigger, biggest. I think you have understood this. Very simple. You have to look it and read it again and again. It is very clear. It will be very useful to you. Right? Okay. Now, see the second time. When the comparative degree is superlative, when the word is bigger, more than 2 syllables, and sometimes with 2 syllables, we have to use more to get the comparative degree, most to get the superlative degree. I'll give an example. See, first word, beautiful. See, beautiful, beautiful. There are more than 2 syllable. Proper, there are 2 syllable. Proper, right? And now see how have we formed the comparative degree? Adding more here, more beautiful and more proper. A superlative, most beautiful and most proper, right? Okay. Now I think it is clear. When the adjective is bigger or it is big, it is not small, that means if there are more than 2 syllables or sometimes with 2 syllables, we have to add the adverb more before it to form comparative and most to form superlative. Okay, right. But you have to bear in your mind that, notice that if you want to compare in negative way, we can use less and least instead of more and most. That means more beautiful means കൂടുതൽ സൗന്ദര്യമുള്ള, less beautiful means കുറച്ച് സൗന്ദര്യമുള്ള, right? Okay. Now, but some adjectives have different forms for each. As an example, good, well. Its comparative degree is better. It has no relation with good or well. And superlative is best. Bad, evil and ill. All these 3 words have same comparative degree, worse, and superlative worst, little, less, least, much, uncountable. We use it with the uncountable. More, most, with countables, many, more, most. Okay, yes, I have mentioned all the different ways of forming these degrees. You have to see it again and again till you are sure that you have understood it. Okay, now let us try this. You have to do it yourself. Sweet, kind, young, brave. You have to write all these degrees. Certainly you can do that because the model is there. If you feel any doubt, there is no need of discussing it. You can do it yourself. All the models are there. And if you feel any problem, you please revisit the previous examples. Okay, right? Now the degrees of, in brief, the degrees of comparison are 3. The positive degree, that is adjective is in its symbol form and is used to show symbol quality of nouns. Got it? Now second one is the comparative degree, that is denotes a higher degree of quality than the positive, and it is used to show the comparison between 2 nouns. That's very important. Now higher and 2, the keywords here. Superlative degree, third one, that is the highest, and it is compared more than 2 for the whole class or group, right? Very simple, right? Yes. Okay. Now hope you have learned the degrees of comparison. Thank you for watching and meet you again. Till then, goodbye.